What's up, guys? CryptoSavy here. Welcome to the channel where you subscribe to get daily updates every day on Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum. We do take a look at the Dow during the week, but obviously it's a holiday weekend. This video might be kind of all over the place. I overslept. It was a long night. But I am going to give you my opinion on what's going on. We'll take a look at the charts, bullish and bearish case scenario. And yeah, let's get into it. Don't forget, we have a free Discord group in the description below the video. Totally free, guys. Definitely check it out. All right, guys, as always, this is not financial advice, trading advice, nor is it investment advice. Always do your own due diligence. And remember, I'm just showing you my opinion. All right. Don't forget, we're giving a hard wallet, a Kobo Vault Generation 2. I'm doing a giveaway on Sunday. All you have to do to enter to win is make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Tick the notification bell to get you notified when I post videos. Smash that like button. By smashing the like button, you guys help YouTube push it out there. So make sure you take a second out, do that. And also, to win, you'll need to enter a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the video. Let me know what you think of the wallet. Whatever, just leave a comment down there and let's get into it. All right, so looking at news headlines to get a feel for the sentiment. Bitcoin briefly breaks below 9K, but markets pull up. Stock and crypto mining farms riot and hive massively. Fix issued for serious Bitcoin wallet security. If you guys don't have a hard wallet, I suggest you check down below. I have some links down there to the Kobo Vault, like the giveaway, and Elapal, Ledger. The wallets that I use, I have links to down there. So check it out. That does help support the channel if you use my links. Okay, traders brace for big drop as Bitcoin dips below 9K. Demand for Bitcoin will see a dramatic shift in 8 years. Bitcoin miners saw 23% revenue drop in June. So the news is leaning kind of bearish for the most part. So could we get a little pump this weekend? It's possible. I think it's more likely we get a dump. But remember, we have talked about it for quite some time on this channel. And I will give you the targets to watch for a possible bull trap coming. It is still in the cards. So looking at the fear and greed index, we dropped 1 point from yesterday. Still in the fear zone. And as you guys know, on the monthly chart ending in May, we had bullish or bearish divergence, higher highs in the price action, lower highs in the RSI. That is bearish in the monthly. That takes a long time to play out. Same thing in the weekly. We had higher highs in the price action, lower highs over here back in June. Well, actually, I'm sorry. I apologize. That was, yeah. Well, the end of May, we had lower highs in the RSI, higher highs in the price action. As you can see, it is playing out bearish. As of right now, on the weekly, 90.50 is giving us support. If we break that, our next stop is 13 EMA at 88.50. After that, we have 86.30. And after that, the 55 EMA lies around 82.36. I do want to talk about my target down here at 5,400. We've talked about for quite some time. That's 55 EMA on the monthly. That would be coming down. And if that was to happen this month, it'd be around 5,400. I'm not saying it's going to happen, guys. I'm just showing you what I see in the charts. If these EMAs do break up here, 5,400 tests the top of this falling channel. Also the 55 EMA. 200 EMA on the weekly lies around all the way down to 50, right around 57, 5,800. So, but right now we're watching this in the weekly. If we get a weekly close above 9,900, 9,910, a weekly close above that will turn me bullish. I doubt that's going to happen, but keep it in mind, it is definitely possible. All right, let's take a look at the daily chart, and we'll take a look at the daily RSI that we've been watching also. Just want to point out, as you can see this rising channel in white, you see the one over here. Bitcoin rose too fast without a correction. We came back up, tested it after we broke out of it, and came tumbling down. Same type deal here, although we haven't came back up and tested it. So it is possible, you know, if we were to get a huge run up, it could go to 11.5 somewhere in there. But again, I don't think that's going to happen. Let's do a measured move off of this break of this rising channel here. If we put the measured move down to where it broke, that gets us around the $6,900 range. I have another price target in here. We'll zoom in and look at that. That's for more immediate, and I'll tell you why also. But let's look at the orange trend line here. Take a measured move of the break of that, and that gets us all the way down to the 55.50 range. And then if we look at this trend line right here, the last one I drew in here, which we did break below, and we are getting resistance right now. And again, the volume is declining next to nothing. There is a big move coming, guys. In my opinion, it's going to be down. I could be wrong. It could shoot up. But in my opinion, and that's what I give you on this channel, a lot of other people don't give you their opinion. They just call both ways and then tell you they called it the next day. They'll cut that part out of the video and show you whatever. I do want to remind you, if you are interested in trading, like when the market drops, you can still make money. If you are interested in trading, I'm going to leave a Prime XBT tutorial up top. It is by far my favorite exchange. That's the only one I currently am using. You can trade gold, silver, oil, Forex, S&P, whatever on it. It's a great exchange. Fair and honest. They don't trade against you. And also, if you use my promo code Savy50, that'll get you a 50% bonus on top of whatever you deposit into your trading account, up to 1 Bitcoin. Savy25 will get you 25% off of your fees. And yeah, check it out. I also have a link down below to use Prime. Even if you already have a Prime XBT account from somewhere else, you can still use my promo codes and get the promos. So don't forget about that. All right, let's look at what's going on right now. Let's zoom in a little bit on the the daily. Looks like a possible bear flag forming here. We're going to take a measured move of that. If we looked at the bear flag starting here, or the flagpole, take a measured move of that. If we do break down below the 89.50 range, that would be breaking this flag. Next support would be around the 200 EMA, around the 85 to 8600. And after that, the target is around 8190 to 8200. Keep that in mind. I would see some support here, possibly short term. And if that does break, then we'll be looking at our lower lows. Let's look at the RSI. This is the RSI we've been watching now for a couple weeks. I drew it in back over here when we were coming up in this area. Looked at it as a possible head and shoulders, this being a left shoulder, this being the head, this being the right shoulder, and our neckline here. We had a couple little dips below it here, but once we fell through it, we came back up and tested it and got rejected. There's a lot of room for the RSI to fall here, guys. That's why I think we could possibly be looking at a pretty dramatic drop. If we get a little pump up today, and close up a little higher, this could end up forming a little miniature head and shoulders right here and then continue down. We'll talk about that. We'll keep an eye on it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to keep you updated. But anyways, yeah, I still see more fall coming here, guys. Now, that all changes if we close a daily RSI back above this neckline here. That'll change my whole opinion on it. But we'll keep up with that. Let's look at another chart on the daily and show you some other targets here. Now, if I take a Fibonacci retracement from the swing low to the swing high here, we got to bounce off the 0.236 fib, which is at 88.90. And a break of that, our next support's around the 8,500, which is long-term support and resistance over here. You can see it was a head and shoulders line back in here. But anyways, a break of that, our next support would be the 0.382 fib at 79.50. And then 7,700 has another spot that we had long-term support and resistance for a very long time. So that's a very important line. If that is to break, next stop is the 0.5 fib at 71.41. And then our 6,900 target from the breakdown from here, as you can see right there. And if that does not hold, we do not bottom at the 69. The next stop is going to be between 61.50 and 63.70, which is a golden pocket zone. I would expect at least a bounce here. If that doesn't hold, then we're looking at my target of 5,400. 0.786 lies at 52.50, and there is a CME futures gap down here around 3,500. That is definitely a possibility, guys. I am not saying it has to go down there, but I am saying it is definitely possible. We see how Bitcoin reacts when it drops, and this is looking pretty damn weak here, guys. A break above the 10,560 range, we could break up to the 12.1. Now this is the very bullish case scenario. I don't think it's going to happen, but it definitely could, and come back down. And if we were to get support here, you know, that could be off to the races, whatnot. But we'll take a look at what I believe. Now we're in the 4-hour chart. You know what? Let me go back to, there's another way to look at the daily RSI here. And looking at it as in a giant falling channel here, we are in a smaller falling channel in the orange. Up a little bit. If we're to break up and close a daily above this falling channel here, then it's going to get bullish. I don't think it's going to happen, but is what it is. All right, 4-hour. And I want to thank each and every one of you guys for all the likes and the comments you guys have been leaving. It's been helping getting the video out. YouTube is not doing a good job of notifying people. Make sure you are still subscribed. Even if you think you are, double check. Scroll down, make sure it says you're already subscribed. And tick your notification bell and then hit the all to make sure you get notified. They do turn that off from time to time on viewers. All right, looking at the 4-hour, same thing. That rising channel with our 69 target. Now, if you look here, I have a rising channel, which the bottom of that lines up right now with that 0.236 at 88.77. A break of that gives me a target of that 69. It also lines up down there. There's a lot of confluence down there. That's a pretty important level, in my opinion, unless we get some kind of crazy move up, which it's Bitcoin. It could definitely happen. Let's look at the, oh, one more thing on the daily. I forgot to show you guys. Another thing that's got me very bearish. You guys know I'm a fan of my EMAs. And for those of you that don't know, I use the 8, the 13, the 21, 55, and 200. But as you can see, the 8 EMA wants to drop below the 55 here. And this is on a daily. That could get extremely ugly, guys. So just keep an eye on that. That's one of the things that's got me really bearish right now. But again, 88.77, if we can't break that, we could get another pop up. Let's take a look at my wife's webpage, inkyorimage.com. Don't forget to check it out. There's a link to that also below. It's a great way to help support the channel and you get some quality stuff. This is not junk. You can put any crypto. It doesn't have to be just what you see on any of this stuff. But yeah, you can put family pictures, whatever you want. It's like I said, it's high quality stuff. Definitely check it out. Let's get back over to the 4-hour and look at the RSI, and then we'll go into the 1-hour chart. Then we'll look at Litecoin and Ethereum. So the RSI, we had this rising channel here, which we are still in. I do believe we're going to come back down here to this area and retest the bottom of this falling wedge. That being the bullish or bearish case scenario could get us down into these ranges. So keep an eye on that. Here is the 1-hour. I know it looks kind of messy. A lot of stuff I was looking at, but we'll take a look at it. All right, so we're looking at this as a rising wedge here. The measured move down from that is around the 85 to 8600. And that being taken just from measuring the widest point of the wedge, bringing it over to where we broke down. That's how you get that. I also have some Fibonacci retracements from this swing high to this swing low. And as you can see, we have the 0.236 fib here that is giving us support around the 90.50. If that breaks, we can come back down and test the bottom of this flag that I showed you in the daily. That's around the 89.76. If that breaks, let's take a look at that and put a measured move on there. I don't know why I don't have one on there. But we'll measure the channel here, and a break of this channel could get us as low as, and guys, this could take all weekend, but that's the 85 to 8600 range. Again, a lot of confluence there. Now let's talk about the possible bull trap. So as of right now, we are getting rejected all the way under. Let's zoom in a little bit. We are on the 1-hour. We're even getting rejected on the 8 EMA. Bitcoin is pretty damn weak right now. Like I said, look for some support here at the 90.50. If that doesn't hold, we're most likely headed down to that 89.50 range, $9,000 range again. But a break up from here. My first resistance is 91.34, which would be the 55 EMA on the hourly. 200 EMA is around 91.81. We also have the 0.382 fib at 91.92, 9200, let's say, and the 0.5 fibs at 93.10. And if we go all the way back up to the golden pocket zones, around 94.21. Again, any push up here, guys, I will be shorting each one of these levels with a small amount. I do think it'll be nothing but a bull trap. Highest I see us going here is around 95 to 9600, which would retest this range over here. We'll see what happens, but again, guys, I'm super bearish here. Look at the RSI on the 1 hour. I had put a trend line here. It looks like we are fighting with it now. If we can't get back above it, close above it, and get support on it, we're looking at that bearish case scenario. In the best case, we come down to retest the bottom of this trend line here. So look at Litecoin. As you guys know, we were watching this rising channel here. Take a measured move of that, put it down to where we broke out. Gets us around the 3750 range, which is also close to the 0.5 fib. We did get our target at 3900 down here. Got to bounce up. We looked at this yesterday. Again, guys, sorry, kind of zipping through this. It is a holiday weekend. The neckline right here, looking at this as a head and shoulders measured move, the break that gets us down to that golden pocket zone, which is in between $34 and $35 range. I would expect at least a bounce there if we do get down to that area, but of course we will have to break this $39 first and then down to the $38 range, which is the 0.5 fib, and again, golden pocket zone right here between 34 and 35. If that breaks, we're looking at 30.50 for the 0.786, and then the 20 to actually we could go as low as $11 to come retest this trend line here. But $20 to $22 Litecoin if Bitcoin was to go down to that 3,400. Let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum is looking the same. If we zoom in, this is the 4-hour chart. We are actually getting support. Well, we're sitting right on all the EMAs. This is all getting really tight. The 55 EMA looks like it wants to cross the 200. That will be bearish. Then I'd be looking for a fall down to the $218 range. If that was to break, we have our 0.236 fib at 214. If that was to break, 191 is 0.5 fib. I'm sorry, 0.382. 171 is a 0.5 golden pocket zone between 147.50 and 152.50. And if that was not to hold, 125. If we do get the bullish push up with Bitcoin, we could go as high as the 240. First stop, I believe, will be 241. 241 to 245. Come up and retest this trend line if we get a big bull trap, which is definitely possible. Keep that in mind. Either way, I'm still bearish here. I have no reason to be bullish. Nothing's bullish here. I don't care what anybody has been saying. Just nothing, in my opinion. Nothing has showed me any reason to be bearish. I don't know why my phone just turned on by itself out of nowhere. Sorry about that. Let's get this out of here. What the hell? Sorry, guys. That was really weird. Anyways. Yeah, bearish. We're dropping under all the EMAs here on the 4-hour. It's looking pretty ugly. We do have a rising channel here. If we are to break the rising channel, that gets us almost down to that golden pocket zone. So this area has a lot of eyes on it. And that's pretty much about it, guys. I'll show you the XRP chart real quick if you're interested. It's not looking pretty. If we break this 17 cents again, next stop 16 cents. If that breaks, which I'm pretty sure it will, 11 cents. If that breaks, which I'm pretty sure it will, look at that 2 to 3 cent XRP. And a lot of people are saying, oh, I'd buy it up down there. I'd buy it. I would not touch this if you gave me the money to put in. I'd put it in something else. Anyways, that's my opinion, not yours. Thanks a lot for stopping by, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel by clicking the CryptoSavy logo above my head. Tick the notification bell to get you notified when I post new videos. Smash those like buttons. Leave those comments to get you entered to win the Kobo Vault Generation 2. We will be doing a drawing on Sunday, picking a random comment from a random video throughout the week. Have a great day. I'm out of here.